Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Climb is Mine. I'm Charolina. This podcast is my accountability, a space where I share my wins, losses, and lessons as I grow stronger and stronger in my mind, body, and soul. I have been reflecting on what's been going on the past few weeks. I would say probably like the past 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I feel that a lot has been changing, and through the process, I'm seeing the little bit of the results of me being consistent, of me being held accountable, being wise, being consistent and responsible in what I have been committed to doing. And I feel like I've just been planting these seeds, and I've been planting them for a long time. But now, you see like little growths, and it just feels really amazing, because at times it's like you feel so choked, and I talk about it. Like I've felt choked financially, not knowing the outcome, everything that I'm going through on a daily basis. But I'm fighting, and I continue to fight. And I just reflect upon it. And yes, it's just little things that I see that just give me like extra boost, and just knowing that God is listening to me, the universe is listening to me. Like everything that I put work into is actually aligning. And it has to do with how I have been talking to myself and the actions that I've been taking, especially with what I've been saying. People ask me, like, how do you do it? How do you control your mind? I always say how I'm always thinking about what I'm thinking. Obviously, a lot of other days are so much tougher than others. But the number one thing that I think is very, very essential, and it was funny because I was just listening to a podcast with David Baird, and he just made a new one, and it was basically talking about how our word that we speak out of our mouth is our wand. Like, we create everything that's going around with what we say to ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, how we talk to others. How we talk to ourselves is then how we think about ourselves, and then how we think about ourselves is like the actions that we take. But I'm constantly repeating the same stuff over and over. It's like a broken record. You know how you have that loop of all the negativity that's going on in your brain? Well, I've learned how to control it. And instead of me looping all the crazy negative stuff, I just keep looping all positive stuff, edifying myself, affirmation, speaking the promises that I know that I have, and the woman that's already created out there. So I'm just being so grateful and thankful for everything that I have, and everything that the woman that I am becoming. And I'm constantly speaking positive. I obviously, I do find negativity, and I try to catch it right away. But I'm just constantly, as I said, I repeat the same things over and over in my head, how abundant I am, how God is for me and not against me, how I'm blessed, that I'm grateful for the roof over my head, I'm grateful for the lives that I'm going to touch, I'm grateful for my change, I'm grateful for my wealth, I'm grateful for my health, I'm grateful for my business, how I am more than a conqueror, that I'm smart, that I can do all things, that I'm abundant, I am free, that I am living my dream, that the abundance is everywhere and all around me. I'm deserving. I just keep talking to myself all day long. I'm sure people, if they look at me, they probably think I'm crazy, because I'm constantly talking. And from those talks, I'm just feeding myself. I'm planting those seeds. And I'm doing the right things as well. Like, I'm making the right actions, and I'm being wise. And I'm learning these things, especially through like the last 3 weeks. You know, especially with my finances. I've been very diligent, even though like there's always room for improvement. And I don't think of what I don't want. Like, no more lack mentality. I only think of the abundance that I have, and through that, I feel blessed all around me, and God blesses me every single month. And that's what I constantly think about. I'm not thinking about what I don't have and what I need. How do I figure this out? How do I figure that out? How do I figure out to make more money? No, I'm just aligning myself with being patient and speaking life and positivity and the promises that I know that I have made, and knowing, and I know that I am deserving of everything, and that my higher self is created out there, and I have everything that I already need, and I just need to be aligned. And little by little, progression has been aligning for myself. And it just feels really good, even though it's so minimal. But for me, it means everything. Because I'm just learning every single time that I'm aware. And then I even get more like in tune. And all these synchronicities are happening. And I'm being aligned. And it's just so beautiful. It really is. And I'm just grateful. And obviously, like, it's hard because even though last week I was having a challenging time, but I just kept on holding to all the promises that I know that are true for me. And, as I said, it shows. And I'm so grateful that I have learned, and I have so much learning to do still. But from where I was to where I am now, it's night and day. And I am so blessed and grateful that I have learned how to think of what I'm thinking, and that every day I'm learning, and I'm pushing myself more and more and more to only speak positive things to myself. Of everything, my promises that are mine. And it's really, really helped me because it switches in my brain, and I already feel better. And I'm happy, I'm joyful, I'm grateful. And those are the little seeds that I've been planting. And I continue this. I'm going to continue to keep evolving more and more. And I've stepped out of my comfort zone, and doing these posts as well that I just started 2 weeks ago. I mean, I've been consistent. I'm sticking to my word. And that has been a lot of growth as well, because I was so scared to do it, and I'm very tough on myself, but I give myself grace, and I take a step back, and I'm very proud of myself for taking the courage to do this, and that I'm continually doing this. And I know that as I keep going, I know that doors continue to open for me, and that so many more things are going to happen in my life. People are going to come in my life out of nowhere. As I said, doors are going to open. I'm just going to continue to be blessed. And the thing that is most important to me is my growth. I know that through all of this, I am growing so much. And I'm so excited to see what happens. But yes, is it tough? 100%. Every day is not unicorns and rainbows. But I'm learning more and more. In fact, I'm doing it faster, and just literally speaking positive all day. Singing songs, and just repeating the same loop over and over of everything that I want, not what I don't want. And it's awesome. So I wanted to share that. As I said, God is so good. He blesses me every time. He's always there for me. I lean on him, and I'm grateful for my sobriety. I'm going to be almost a year and a half sober, and I'm just changing and changing and changing. But yeah, the one thing that I would say is speak positively to yourself, edify yourself with everything that you want that is good for you, and cancel the negative. And anything that we want, don't chase. Like, I want abundance, I want wealth, I want freedom, I want to change lives. And especially like when it comes to like the whole financial, you can't be chasing something, because the more that you chase it, the more it's going to go away. We just have to relax and be in non-resistance and allow it to come. And that's what I've been doing. I've been learning to just trust, know my promises, speak positively, do the right thing, and it's going to come to me. And I'm just going to sit and be still and know that God is there, is doing everything for me. And in the meantime, also speak positively. It's awesome because it just makes such a difference instead of doing that negative loop all the time. But yes, the words that would come out of my mouth, it's what's building me into the woman that I am. So yeah, if you're catching yourself with those negative words coming out of your mouth, change it. Do not speak negatively. I hope this message inspires you. And if you think it would benefit somebody, please share, like, and subscribe. Remember that growth takes work, but it's worth it. Keep strengthening our mind, body, and soul. Let's keep planting those seeds. Planting the seeds and watering them, and let's grow together. See you in the next one.